How does it feel, Donald, to be bullied and humiliated in public? How does it feel to get a taste of your own medicine now that some Democrats are actually fighting fire with fire? I want to give credit to California Governor Gavin Newsom's team that is relentlessly mocking and bullying the crap out of that coward-in-chief Donald Trump. And they're doing what I always said that politicians should do in this day and age. Just bully him. We're not playing by those old set of rules anymore. So when you have someone like J.D. Vance try to gaslight and lie to the American people and say, actually, California is the most gerrymandered state in the entire country. California is the one who's breaking all the rules. Meanwhile, California has an independent commission on gerrymandering, whereas Texas is doing the most egregious, unlawful gerrymandering ever. You know what you do? You just call him a dummy. You go, try again, you dummy, you freaking dumb you. That's what you got to do in 2025, apparently, and that's what California Governor Gavin Newsom says. Try again, dum-dum, referring to J.D. Vance, and Governor Newsom brings the facts. Fact checks him immediately. You can't let those lies spread. You want to know the most gerrymandered states in 2025? They're all Republican states like Texas. And then while you're at it, California Governor Newsom posts this photo of J.D. Vance sucking a dum-dum, because that's who J.D. Vance is. And then California Governor Newsom gets serious, though, and goes, I ain't bluffing. This isn't a bluff. Newsom doubles down on his commitment for redistricting if Texas does. If Texas is going to do the unlawful gerrymander, we're doing it too in California, Governor Newsom says. And Governor Newsom's office goes, the governor is all in on fighting back against the blatant power grab by Texas Republicans. And it doesn't just stop there. Governor Newsom posts the following. There's a Newsweek article that says, Donald Trump says his name may have been planted in the Jeffrey Epstein files, and that's why Donald Trump's not releasing it. You know what Governor Newsom responds immediately? Ha, 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 ha. We are laughing at you, Donald. We know what your cover-up is. We know your dark past with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, and by the way, I mean, Donald Trump admitted it when he was coming back from Scotland. Jeffrey Epstein stole my property. He stole my help. What do you mean? The underage girls who he sex trafficked like Virginia Giuffre? Yeah, he stole my help. Okay. Oh, but focus on Obama. No, we're going to focus on your connections, Donald, to Jeffrey Epstein and how you're destroying our country right now. The White House posts this. It's giving commander-in-chief vibes. Governor Newsom responds, nah, you're giving man-child vibes. Exactly. Call Donald Trump a man-child. What a pathetic individual he is. And you know what? Mock Donald Trump's cankles. Mock him. Mock the way he looks. That's what Donald Trump does to other people. Normally, I would not encourage people to mock the way people look, but that's what Donald Trump does, right? Donald Trump says, you're fat, you're this, you're that. Nah, Donald, you're fat. You look disgusting. You're an idiot. That's what you have to do to bullies. Bully him back. So you have the news breaking that a federal judge blocked the Trump regime's efforts to defund Planned Parenthood and has ordered that the organization continue to receive Medicaid funds. Well, that's for now. We'll see what Trump's horrific Supreme Court does. But Governor Newsom responds, pro tip for President Cankles. He called Trump cankles. That's what you got to do. Planned Parenthood provides high quality and compassionate care, even for those with swollen egos and ankles. Donald Trump with those massive cankles that he has. And Donald Trump, again, looking sickly in public. And again, as I said, I wouldn't encourage people to mock the way people look. When it comes to Donald Trump, mock the way he looks. And you got to punch back at bullies. Then you have MAGA Republican Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy, who was famous off of the Real World Road Rules Challenge. That's how he got famous. All these reality TV failure human beings that are working in the Trump regime. So Duffy is bragging about canceling high-speed rail in California, which provided tens of thousands of jobs, especially jobs in Republican districts as well. And Duffy goes, I pulled the plug on Gavin Newsom's doomed high-speed rail project because it is the pinnacle of bureaucratic mismanagement. By the way, He wrote this op-ed in the Sacramento Bee. It's like, Duffy, get the hell out of our state, you freaking pathetic loser, you. Duffy, writing in the Sacramento Bee. Just go stick to bragging about the tacos that you say your wife's making for you on Friday or Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, Taco Friday. That's what you keep on saying. Hashtag Latino wife is what you say while the Trump regime is out there revoking temporary protected status for Latinos. But it's Taco Tuesday for you, Sean Duffy. What a clown this guy is. But yeah, Duffy wrote in the Sacramento Bee, Governor Newsom is suing me to build a multi-billion-dollar train to nowhere. First off, it's not a train to nowhere, number one. And number two, good he's suing you. That's what you got to sue these people. They whine and they cry and they play the victims and oh, pity me, while they revoke people's temporary protected status, throw human beings in concentration camps, or disappear them to other countries. I don't feel bad for these sickos one bit when you bully them back. Governor Newsom goes, the only thing going nowhere is your relevancy after this clown show of a presidency ends. P.S. Nowhere is home to 7 million people, to 80,000 businesses, to the farms that grow nearly half of America's produce. And here's the thing about California. If California was a country, it would be the fourth largest GDP in the entire world, right? California is a donor state and it gives to the federal government $80 billion more than it receives, whereas Texas receives like $50 billion more than it gives. Texas is a taker state. Most of these red states are taker states. California quite literally subsidizes a lot of these failed MAGA red states. Without California, you'd all be bankrupt. Like, you know, the countries that Donald Trump really likes, like Argentina, by the way, where you have Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem taking photos of herself on horses. And that's what our taxpayer dollars, horseback riding in Argentina with Corey Lewandowski. So utterly pathetic. Anyway, Governor Newsom then posts the following as well in response to a local article here in California that says, Governor Newsom's proposed redistricting could put Valley Republican seats at risk. Governor Newsom responds, there's only one person responsible for this. It's Trump. Texas Republicans must back off of their political power grab if we're going to continue to call this country a democracy. It's what you got to do. You got to fight fire with fire. And here's the map that Texas released. You see how Texas wants to get rid of all Democratic districts? Texas GOP proposes new congressional map that would eliminate 5 Democratic seats, to which Governor Newsom responds, Texas just released a map so rigged, it might as well have been drawn at Mar-a-Lago. California won't be sitting on the sidelines. It's great. It's got to punch back. It's got to do what you got to do.
Hey, Midas Mighty, I've got to share something that's made a real difference in my daily routine, Aurora's NAD Plus with resveratrol. I'll be honest, between researching, recording, and keeping up with the news, I need all the energy and mental clarity that I could get. Since I started taking Aurora's NAD Plus with resveratrol, I've noticed a serious boost. My focus is sharper, my afternoons don't drag, and I feel like I'm operating at my best even on those long back-to-back days. Here's what makes it easy. Each daily dose comes in a convenient individual packet, so I could toss it in my bag and take it on the go. No measuring, no mess. NAD Plus is what your cells crave for energy and repair, and resveratrol is a powerhouse antioxidant for healthy aging. Aurora's advanced liposomal delivery means you actually absorb these nutrients, no more wasted supplements. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, sugar-free, and tastes great. Just 1 packet a day, straight or in your favorite drink, and you'll feel the difference like I have. Ready to upgrade your wellness? Head to shopvls.com and use code MIDAS, M-E-I-D-A-S, for an exclusive 30% discount. That's shopvls.com, code MIDAS, M-E-I-D-A-S, to get your Aurora NAD Plus with resveratrol and 30% off anything on the site. Fuel your passion, fuel your purpose, and take on every day at your best.
Governor Newsom's office responds to the White House meme where the White House goes, never tired of winning. And then Governor Newsom shows, okay, well, drug prices are now increasing as a result of the tariffs on the EU. Hashtag winning. By the way, wasn't it in May? Didn't Donald Trump make that big announcement in May We are hereby implementing via executive order a MFN, a most favored nation clause. Immediately, the prices of drugs in America will be brought down to the same prices that they are in any other country. The lowest price anywhere in the world, that is what the price will be in America. Well, that sounds great, except you're a freaking liar, and that's not happening. And you made that up, and you just lied and said you were going to do it. There is no most favored nation clause that has been implemented. Similarly, there's no $550 billion coming from Japan to the United States. Similarly, there's no $750 billion coming from Europe to the United States. Similarly, there's no $450 billion coming from South Korea. Well, 25% of 24.1%, I'll be precise, of South Korea's GDP. You think they're just going to gift that over to the United States? It's all fake fraud, trade deals, and lies that Donald Trump makes. Governor Newsom posts the following as well. Are we feeling liberated yet? Showing the U.S. growth outlook has plummeted as a result of the Trump regime. Newsom posts a video that, by the way, we discovered on the MeidasTouch network. We were the first to publish this, of Donald Trump cheating at golf in Scotland. Trump rigging the game. We are so shocked. Then there's this photo of Donald Trump and Eric, and Governor Newsom goes, Caddyshack 3, teed up and clueless. And then Governor Newsom posts this video of himself. I like this. Post video. Get out there. Trump is desperate. He's trying everything, but it's not working. It's why he went to Scotland. He's running from accountability. Here's the video of himself that Governor Newsom posted. Let's play it.
He's flailing. He's just zigging and zagging. He's desperate. He's trying anything, trying to chum the waters, and it's not working. And normally it works for him. It's not working right now. I mean, that's why he's off promoting his golf courses in Scotland. Get me the hell out of here. Problem is, wherever he goes, his reputation, this sort of degenerate nature of who he currently is, follows him. And that's why I think this one, is going to have, not just some more explaining to do. He's going to have to do a lot more than he's done in the past to be able to dig his way out of this.
And as Trump claims that mostly all of the trade deals will be done by August 1st, Governor Newsom goes, sounds like we'll need to prep our taco ingredients. I thought this was important as well. A fact by fact check of Donald Trump's lies and propaganda. So Donald Trump posts this from on his social media platform. This is the big MAGA lie that this nonprofit organization in California called FireAid is actually run by Gavin Newsom. And they say Gavin Newsom stole $100 million using FireAid from California people, and he didn't give it. It's like, FireAid has nothing to do with Governor Newsom. It's an independent nonprofit that was a charitable organization that gave money to other charitable organizations. Nothing to do with Newsom. But I love how Newsom responds. And Newsom says to Trump in this response, go to bed, Grandpa. It's past your bedtime. So Trump will write, FireAid is a total disaster. Looks like another Democrat-inspired scam. $100 million are missing. Was supposed to go... And it goes, Trump goes, was supposed to go to the Los Angeles fire victims that with proper management would never have been happen. And then Governor Newsom points out typo and then says, FireAid is not a state organization and the governor had no role in it, but its impacts have been widely reported. Fox News, FireAid says it has granted $75 million to 188 nonprofits. The remaining 25 million should go out in August. Trump then goes, Governor Newsom refused to release billions of gallons of water from the Northern California and the Pacific Northwest. What a difference it would have made. Governor Newsom goes, state water reservoirs in Southern California were at record levels during the LA fires. There was no shortage of water in the region. There is also no magic spigot. And then Donald Trump goes, I have since overruled him and it is now released. All federal housing permits have also been approved. The city is years late. Get the fire victims their approvals to rebuild and do it now. And then Newsom's like, yeah, the fire was 6 months ago. And then the next lie. There is no such thing as federal housing permits. They have been approved because they do not exist, Donald. And by the way, do you remember when Donald Trump forced the Army Corps of Engineers to go into like Northern California and to release water from reservoirs that were full and to flood farmland, which is actually in Republican areas? after the fires in Southern California in January were 100% contained, and where the reservoirs were drained by Trump, it's not even connected to Southern California. There's no pipes that bring it to Southern California. You just flooded farmland of freaking Republicans out there. So you can say you turned on a spigot because you believe also that California borders Canada and there's a spigot that you turn on. What a moron he is. And again, I like that Newsom is pointing it out. Newsom then posts the following: greatest 6 months, eh? Then he posts a bunch of headlines. Trump took the U.S. economy to the brink of a crisis in just 100 days. GOP bill has $1.1 trillion in health cuts, and 11.8 million Americans will lose their health care. The Trump administration is withholding over $6 billion in education grants for schools. RFK Jr. demands healthier school meals as Trump cancels programs that funded them. Newsom responds to the following by More Perfect Union. Trump's IRS commissioner says that the government's free direct tax file program is now gone. Governor Newsom responds, Trump actually thinks making it harder and more expensive to file your taxes is a win. So I think you get the point. These are the types of posts that are being made. This is what I like to see. I like to see people fight back hard. And Newsom says, I ain't bluffing. You do that Texas, California gerrymanders. We'll do it too. And we'll get rid of all of those Republican seats too in California. You like that? That's what you want to do? Okay, let's do it. Let's brawl. We hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. Fight back, bully Trump. That's what you got to do.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.